We got the media team in here. We're the media
We're the
team.
media team. We got content. TV's in the go. We got TV in the go, Wack.
You looking for that fire Clubhouse content? Well, you need to subscribe to the home. Hey, yo, Clubhouse TV. Let's get to the content.
That's a good one.
Spin the block.
Man, get Ghost in here, man.
What it do, Wack?
Gotta get Ghost in here, man.
Oh shit, let me pin it.
I don't know what be going on these days. These niggas and their favorite artists, they get to want to look the other way. I gotta see what he meant. Gunna didn't really cooperate.
Ghost set. Come on, Ghost.
Yeah, we gotta see what you're talking about. Where the fuck you get that from? I said Gunna didn't really cooperate.
It's saying he half snitch.
I don't know what's going on. I don't know what that means. Well, I do know what it means because that's why it's over with. Everybody got their speculations and interpretations of know what Ghost talking about, bro. I gotta see shit crazy. Gunna dropped his album. Did Thug really hate on a nigga like that?
What I saw, Wack, he put something out saying nobody want to hear that shit. That's what I saw.
He shouldn't have.
You ain't doing too much.
You just gave him nigga free promo. Now they over it.
But ain't Gunna still under Thug record label?
No matter what it is, you can't hate on a nigga like he already outsold you once. He outsold once already.
Yeah, musically he doing the shit, but nigga definitely.
He also he can't talk crazy about his music. He outsold when he was a fresh snitch. He was keeping it real as a real nigga. Don't nobody got keep telling niggas. Don't nobody give up about that shit. Them fans don't care about none of that shit. They can care less. The era of the people that dictated that is over with. Nobody gives a shit. That means nothing no more.
That's a fact. And Wack, you know how you said like, hey, Thug got like a month or two. He better drop something.
That been over with.
Been over with. Even when you brought this shit up with Roddy Ricch a while ago, like, man, shit totally different.
Gunna's a bigger artist right now. That's just the reality of it.
For sure.
That's just what it is. You ain't got to like it, but that's the facts.
If I was Thug, I would have just did some music with him.
I mean, I thought he brought out on something or something. I thought I seen him.
I just watched it. He said Gunna didn't really cooperate.
Who said that?
On the YouTube at the top.
Yeah, Ghost, we gotta get him up in here, bro. I don't know what he got going on. That shit. Definitely said that. He said that shit. I don't know what he said. Where he getting that from? To see that, you know I'm looking for it.
Yeah, that's wild.
How you been exposed to talking about?
Halfway told. What he say? He lightweight.
Niggas that Gunna ain't really cooperate.
Yeah, me up.
I don't know what Ghost got going on. That shit's surprising. I ain't gonna hold it. That nigga tripping.
Yeah, I want to see what he mean by that. I don't understand.
Come on, Ghost, talk to us.
So now you saying Gunna didn't really tell. Uh-oh.
Yeah, man. In a way.
Didn't really tell. No, where did you get that conclusion from? So, boy, you know, we wouldn't have had that video. Them really ran amok. But see, that video, one thing I didn't study this AI, it all got a certain little sound to it, so we know it ain't AI. So I want you to tell, damn what Thug play it to. Damn what he, nigga, yo, you telling me with the time in that courtroom. Now, we know once you get to that courtroom, it already been a conversation. But we do know. Telling me, I want to make sure I get this right. Now, I agree. Gunna's a bigger artist right now. I said that to everybody. I said if this don't if he don't get off before New Year's is over with. He already outran him when he freshly told and he was freshly keeping it gangster. He outran him once. Gunna dropped and Doug dropped the week after. Gunna outran him. But I want to know how untold. I want to know how that happened.
See, this is what I said. I said he kind of didn't cooperate. And I feel like this, right? The reason I say he kind of didn't cooperate is because they ain't used none of that shit against Thug,
That
right?
don't mean nothing.
No, but hold on. Let me finish. Let me
The
finish.
hell that be?
I'm finna give you the reason, my reasoning. And then it's like this. All the other co-defendants that took pleas except Thug took the exact same plea Gunna took.
Okay, well let me give you another way. If every took the pussy violated the woman the same way, that makes them all just because they all did it don't mean they ain't did it. So I don't know how you kind of didn't if you cooperated. I wouldn't give a code and the DA came in that bitch and filed a motion and get it stricken and they couldn't use it. You told. But I mean, I guess y'all got this new shit to where it's like, okay, it's only telling if this and this and this happened. Where I come from, you
Okay,
give
so yeah,
any type of
let
cooperation of statements,
let's
I
put it
wouldn't
on
give
that.
a what it led to or don't lead to.
On the old rules, on old law,
Why when
Gunna
it
told.
changed?
Gunna all the way told, right?
When
On
did it
old law.
change? When was the vote?
I'm,
Yo,
I'm, I'm gonna tell you when it changed, bro. When
well,
all these been able to come home and tell and be accepted. I
no.
was one of them going
Listen
up
to
under
me.
the old law, bro,
Listen, that
forever,
still
bro.
don't mean, listen,
No.
just because he ain't doing nothing, don't mean it ain't telling.
No,
I
listen, listen,
can
listen,
admit they
listen.
ain't doing nothing.
See, you gotta watch my videos because I done did several topics on this,
I
right?
admit that
My
they
my
ain't doing
my,
nothing.
my whole point is pushing this narrative, bro. Y'all exiling Gunna, bro, but it's a bunch of other doing the exact same thing
No,
that Gunna
hold on.
did, and y'all ain't treating them the same way, bro.
I've been
That's my
telling
whole
niggas
point.
about selective politicking day one.
Exactly. And I'm not I ain't talking about you. If you look at the video,
No,
I'm talking about the
I know.
YSL. I'm specifically
I
talking about
agree with
one. I'm talking about Thug, and I'm talking about Lil Baby them, bro. That's what I'm talking
you.
about.
Little
You know what I'm saying?
baby ain't had no situation, so we can't.
No. This the thing, bro. They got this Pee Wee. See, this my problem, bro. Pee Wee Roscoe is running his mouth too much, bro. He the last be
Well,
talking
here
about
go the
any kind
thing
of telling,
about Pee
bro.
Wee, right? Uh,
I know you remember that Birdman situation and what he was trying to do. I know you remember that, right?
hey, bro, let me tell you how much I remember it.
Uh-oh.
I was
We
at
about
the
to get an exclusive, y'all.
Fountain Blue. I was at the Fountain Blue, and I'm trying to figure out what I was doing out here. I want to say we might have been either it was Ray J or Game, one of the two I had out here. I'm at the Fountain Blue coming down the hallway. Pee Wee all on the news and the internet. I come down the hallway, Pee Wee stepping out the room. I said, hey, you know you all on the internet about this mother bus getting shot up? I ain't gonna tell you who name the room was in or what he told me. This is when I knew these from the South is a little different because I'm tripping on who got him in the Fountain Blue versus what he tied to everywhere. And I'm talking about that morning. I see this probably about 1 o'clock that same week, of course. And had a certain amount of time, and I don't know how he got out so early. I still don't know how he got out early. I don't know.
If we remember, TMZ reported on this, bro. This ain't no assumptions. TMZ reported that he was trying to imply that Birdman had something to do with it. He was trying to tell on Birdman, bro. So I don't know if that had something to do with him getting out early or what, bro. But he was definitely trying to tell on Birdman. On some real rat shit. So he the last nigga to be talking about some telling shit, bro.
No, somebody else came on the app talking about they had paperwork on the nigga. Right over here, I forget whoever the people was. But that still don't take away that Gunna did some telling.
Nah, it don't take away from that. But my whole point is,
does it affect him? No, that shit don't affect him at all. I told y'all, it makes him a bigger artist. He became a bigger artist.
Yeah, he did.
I promise you he did. They were selling out Madison Square Garden and shit. And the goddamn Barclays. He wasn't doing none of that shit.
Thug and Lil Baby couldn't do a joint album right now and outsell Gunna, boy. That's how hot Gunna is.
I mean, when his snitching was fresh and Thug keeping it gangster was rooted, he still out. You ain't gonna get no fight out of me about Gunna outselling. You ain't gonna get that. I ain't gonna fight you on that. That's been proven. I believe Thug's scared to drop. Y'all told me I was crazy. I said, man, don't drop by New Year's. It's over with.
Hey, bro, we on the same exact page, bro. I said that in the video. I said Thug is scared, bro. I said that. Thug's scared to drop, bro. Especially with Gunna just now dropping and he's seeing the responses that Gunna getting. See, this the thing about that. Gunna has set the bar high, bro. So whatever Thug do, if he don't go over what Gunna sold, it's an L for Thug. In Thug mind, it's an L.
He's not gonna outsell Gunna.
Right. So that's gonna push back his release date even more. Now, if y'all remember when he announced this weird ass name album, Ooh Why Scuddy, he said he was gonna be dropping around July, bro. What happened is he heard them rumblings and he heard that Gunna was about to drop. That's why we ain't heard nothing else about Thug album. He knew he couldn't go head to head with no goddamn Gunna, bro.
Well, Gunna didn't drop. What's this Gunna second or third album?
I think this
is
the
third.
Third, ain't
You mean like since he been out or just overall?
Yeah, since he been
out. Nah, this the
out.
second one since he been out.
This the third one.
No, this the second one since he been out, bro.
Nah, he dropped the one that had the.
He dropped One of One and he dropped this one. This the second one.
Then he dropped Wunna. Then he dropped this one.
No, bro, this the second album since he been home, bro.
Just Google it.
He ain't dropped 3 albums since he been home.
Google it, my boy.
But I really think, I'm gonna keep it 100. I think the whole shit is changing. How niggas see this shit openly changing. I think it's openly changing.
You changed it, bro.
Oh, how I changed it? What you mean? I just was telling the way it was going. I see ain't nobody gonna do nothing.
Hey, but you was the first loud voice from this side. You know what I'm saying? When this who's saying that and talking all that, this real life civilians and taking that serious. You was the first from the streets saying that shit, bro. And that shit happened just like that, bro. Like we really done seen the street rules and all that just disappear, bro. That shit is non-existent. That shit don't mean shit.
That's a fact. It's a fact. Ain't nobody care no more. It's just something to talk about.
Still told though. Okay, I don't know what he goes talk about that.
Yeah, it goes crazy with that shit. That nigga partial. What he goes crazy?
He ain't almost did.
He said he did all the way tell.
Barely cooperated.
Yeah, there you go. Goes out.
Two and impossible. Nigga playing spade.
He barely cooperated. Not all the way, just some of the way. Crazy. Out his goddamn mind.
I'm telling you, see, my whole thing, bro. Y'all know y'all my team, bro. It's clickbait, bro. It's clickbait
No, 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 no.
to
That's
push.
cap.
No, listen.
Clickbait is what's written.
No,
That's verbal, nigga. That's cat.
okay,
Nigga
yeah,
crazy.
verbal.
Now
But what
get this crazy ass.
Yeah,
my thing is
he's
this.
tripping.
My thing was to point out. My thing was to point out the what's the word I'm looking for, bro? You know what I'm trying to say, bro. What I'm trying to say is I was trying to point out how treating Gunna, bro, and they ain't treating everybody else like
Okay,
that, bro.
so
Selective
look.
politicking, bro. Selectivism. That's
He
my
said
whole
they
point, bro.
biased.
And I do feel like this, honestly, like what he did, it was wrong, bro. But I don't
Oh
feel like it
no,
was as bad as some other
and that's
things, bro.
bad, y'all. See, yo, listen, man. I think everything needs to be restructured. So check it out, Ghost. She tell you, well, last time I fucked him. This time I only sucked his dick, so it wasn't as bad. Or last
Nah,
time
it's
I was
worse. That's worse.
last time he was wrong. This time he wore a condom.
That was a bad example. That's worse.
God
Last
damn.
time he was wrong, but this time I wore a condom. I made him wear a condom. It wasn't as bad. Uh,
Yeah, she getting labeled a disloyal rag doll.
shit.
Hey, Ghost,
And
so your disposition is just because the streets ain't really treating rats like they used to be, he halfway cooperated?
that's what
Yeah,
I'm
that's the new thing, bro. That's the new thing, bro. That's
I
it,
ain't
bro.
fucking with
We
that.
got the halfway rats now, bro.
Man,
They
He a
halfway
short
rats, bro.
tail?
that's wild.
Wild as
They
motherfucker.
half long tails, bro. They ain't all the way
I ain't
long
fucking
tail.
with this.
They half long tail.
He out his motherfucker. He out his mind. And he do it. Hey, I will tell you this. There's no repercussions. Seriousness is it being taken serious? No. It's who abide and stood up on that shit is aging out. They ain't willing to take the penitentiary chance or the risk. And the youngsters don't give a. They will tell you, I will tell too. So they the ones dictating what's going on with these numbers and who's popular and who's not.
Bro,
So I've been saying it's over with. And some thinking
bro,
I'm
I done
tripping.
realized over like the last 2 years, bro. All these rules that made back in the day
They
that we
was
thought
breaking
was the
them.
rules, they was breaking all them up. That shit don't mean nothing, bro. I don't give about no rules, bro.
Hey, listen.
Them rules.
Hey, and know what? I've been showing that been breaking them that they look up to.
That's
Straight up.
that's a fact, right?
I got a call yesterday. He said, hey, homie, my people gave me your number. I'm from Compton Crip. He said, I've been mad at you for 2 weeks. He said, but for me to be mad at you, that mean I'm one of them, homie. You just shook shit up out here. He said it. First it was who was there to speak on it. Then it was why. When I started hearing, yeah, he told it, what's the problem? But why it had to be a power root to expose it. He said at that point is when I realized it was over with. So now it depends on who exposed the telling if they'll do something about the telling. So now if the right ain't exposing it, the telling don't mean nothing.
Man,
This is, he said, homie, I was able to lay it down and I don't want to hear nothing and I'm going my way. It's over with. He said, I've been hearing all this crazy shit you be talking about this and the streets is a myth and this and that and who you gonna do business with regardless and all this shit. He said, but these been following is all bad anyway. I said, yeah. He said, so the shit you telling the kids, don't listen to these. He's gonna tell you to do or not to do the very same things that they doing.
Hey, that's the only thing I always disagree with on Wack. When y'all say the streets is a myth, I feel like the street rules is a myth. I feel like this is the realest we done seen the
Bro,
streets
that's what
forever,
make the
bro. It's
streets
the
the
most
streets.
This shit is like a real simulation, bro. Like we never seen this, bro.
That's what
Like
make
opening
the
up their
streets.
cameras to go do drills in this
Yo,
day and age, bro.
that's the myth. That's what
This is
makes
the
them streets.
most alive the streets ever
Yeah.
been, bro. It ain't never been like this.
Hey, bullshit, you out your crazy ass goddamn mind. Well, actually, I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real. I don't know why people be taking this shit like it's hot because keeping it gangster. Let me tell you what the streets could never kept up in this era. They retaliation, um, percentage ain't never what it was back then. Would be crossing lanes, going to drill each other's set at the same time, simultaneously 2-3 times a day, every
Oh
day.
yeah, y'all was hitting right back real fast.
Pull up to the candlelight visual, pull up to the candlelight and be talking to them and say, you know what? We finna go get you one right now and be right back. And jump right in the car, go to a neighborhood, drill some shit and come back and be like, yeah, homie, on Powerwood, we just got you one. He up there with
Come back right to the
you. Straight right.
right where they know
Like,
we at.
yeah. Like, and guess what? They come back. We know, hey, to pull off 2-3 cars at a time, you know
Yeah.
they lurking. It's a fact. So, cause the killers ain't got as much life on the street because they be telling on themselves, like with the camera. You know what I'm saying? Like the real killers, they might get a 2-3 month, 6 month run. They going to jail or they gonna die because they putting their shit on camera. The boogeymans back then was sneaky.
Hey, them real steppers, they be the first ones to tell, bro. Like the hustling ass get money in the streets, they not as quick to tell as them out there catching them bodies, bro. It's out there catching them bodies and taking shit from them tell quicker than a muff. The ones thinking the toughest, the ones who be quickest to tell, bro. To do all the dirt, bro. Tell quicker than a muff.
Man, I was just at Reggie Wright's wife's birthday party the day after 4th of July. So we down there in Newport Beach. So quite naturally, guess who there? Reggie Wright Sr. Guess who else there? A bunch of retired Mother Compton PDs and shit, right? You know what told me?
What's that?
They said, hey, Wack, you know you're a businessman. I said, yeah. He said, for the right amount of money, we'll give you the whole story. I said, what whole story? Give me a quick verbal. He said, well, everything we talking about, we got the documents to it. We got to mention in names. Listen, man. Oh, yeah, this dude told on this dude. Remember that happened? Well, that's the dude, the one that y'all think is. He had been cooperating for 7 years because they caught him over here doing this. Yeah, Wack, we got the wiretaps, paperwork. We got everything. He said, shit. For the right amount of money, we turn it over. You can go ahead on and do a nice, crazy movie, a TV series. The names he mentioning is all the names that then bragged on, stood on. It was one of their reasons why they claim what they claim today. And these give
My childhood off.
hey, bro, okay, I'm gonna
That's
tell
gonna
you.
change my life.
Hey, 2Ps, I'm gonna tell you who one of the officers was, and I don't even know him. But he say they all know me. Some black named Fred something.
Fred.
Nigga, Fred something. He said go on over there and ask them niggas. that nigga did a roll call today. He said go ask some niggas about me. Whoop, 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 whoop. And boy, hey, listen. The one that me up, 2Ps, was one of the homies that used to park in the handicap. Man.
Oh, shit.
Me up. I said, what? He said, oh, hey, ho, you in? And they all sitting there, so they like, oh yeah, you talking about when the whoop whoop and he said, well, he the one gave us, and we know what a lot of shit was going on. A lot of shit was going on. Is giving it across them canals.
Yeah.
They like, well, I don't think we got on such and such from front hood, or whoop de whoop from over here, and whoop de whoop de whoop. And then what was crazy, they said, yeah, we heard you some time back. You got on one of the main dudes over there from the other side. I said, which one you talking about? And I couldn't remember because I remember I took shots at Gangsta about it a year back. They say, You got on one of the main dudes. He said, we thought you was gonna keep digging. He said, you keep digging, you gonna find it.
Oh shit.
He told this it. That's why when I got on it, I said, oh, this who it did. He said, you keep digging, you gonna find it. He said, but a lot of them know, but a lot of them had an understanding of what the other one did. So they was checking in with each other with what they was gonna do. He said, so when you get 5 or 10 of them, who's the feared, who's that, they gonna protect one another. If everybody following them individually and collectively, when shit come up, they gonna be the ones pushing the line and in the
Yeah.
beats of what's talked about and all this shit. Why? Because they protected one another. He said, man, that shit ain't never, ever, ever, ever. He said the only one that's a big name we can't say nothing about, he said, is Dagisi. So he said he was ahead of his time. By the time we came to be, he was already gone. So I don't know what year Doc. He did 40 something. So I don't know what
Yep.
year he killed dude. He said shit. He said, but the rest of them, he said, Wack, we know what's going on. I said, what you mean? He said, you already got a list. I said, man, I don't know what you're talking about. He said, you know exactly what you're talking about. You already got a list. We've been waiting to hear you talk about it.
Oh, he thought that list.
Yeah. This is how I know they know what's going on. But I'm going to tell you
Damn.
this. When that Keefy D trial shit start, it's going to be a lot running for the hills, bro. Because at that point, it's out. It is going to come out. I just ain't dropped the bomb on it. It's too much going on.
That shit feel like I used to low key run with old boy. Boy, my homeboy was. Man, I used to do
Man,
that.
I gave the list to 3 people,
Yeah.
and they ain't said nothing about the brother. And actually, one of the boogeyman, you know what I'm talking about,
Yeah.
said, you have this list we already kind of knew about. What?
That's wild.
Hey, listen. He said, we already kind of knew about it, but we didn't see nothing on it. He said, but half this list ain't surprised us at all. He said, I didn't wait until, I took it to, you know. He said, well, I said, bro, I can't that. That's too much going on. He said, Wack you. I said, it's coming out. I said, unless they take a deal, which I don't think he is because he's 60 years old,
Nah, hell no.
it's coming out. Because they ain't trying to get TPD no deal. Unless they get a deal, and if he go to trial, it's coming out.
Wow, man. That shit make me look at everybody different, homie.
Hey,
I
my
probably,
nigga.
I'm supposed to been a scientist or something.
Anybody who's continuously on it like that, you got to look at them different. Because the amount of telling that been going on, nobody can survive being in that little small radius, nowhere.
Yep.
If you continuously on that, you got to look at them like that. Now, the hit and miss got out the way, went and did 10, 15, 20, and came home doing something different, it might have just, But, yeah, it's definitely. So I get what Go's saying. Oh, none of that shit mean nothing.
Hey, Wack, once you exposed that these getting paid like 80 bands to be informants, I was like, yeah, it's over. It's scary. That's spook.
96,000 a year. See, but even with that, you get a group of them. That's what they doing. They gonna protect one another.
Exactly. Yep.
It's a black and this nigga, he be making like millions a year doing this shit, bro. Like they need to do a documentary or something on that nigga, bro. Like I seen this shit on like 60 Minutes or some shit like that. And that nigga, that's all he did. Like once he got out the feds, that's all he did. He just went around getting cool with cartel, getting loads and getting his percentage. Cause every load you bust, when you an informant, every load you bust, you get a percentage of that shit. So say a nigga got 1,000 bricks, you gonna get that in cash, a 10% street, whatever the street value of that shit is, you gonna get that in cash or a check or however they pay them.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Hey, Wack, what was the old boy that you just brought here?
Hey.
Not too long ago, he was a known informant. How he was just telling left and right to get out of cases,
No,
Damn.
I didn't bring him here. He called my phone and I
Okay.
recorded it.
Yeah. Okay.
That nigga called me again 2 weeks ago.
That was one of the craziest things I
Yeah,
ever
that
heard
nigga,
on.
Lil John, them thought I was lying. I said, watch this. Hey, bro, tell him what you do. And them niggas was looking at that phone. I said, that's enough. He said, oh, no, Wack, let me keep going. Let me tell him how I do it. I said, bro, that nigga said, why? I said, bro, it's niggas like this in the world for real.
That's fucking
He
crazy.
said, the first thing I do when I get out of jail is at least I put 3 niggas in place. One nigga to sell the dope, one nigga to do the guns, and another nigga that's doing licks. And I feed them the business. I get them real big so they make a lot of money. So why you do that? He said, because I got to turn into police the illegal things that I do. So when they hear them, they don't trip it. But I'm always going to do some other shit I ain't supposed to do. So when they catch me, I know I got 3 niggas out there. I know exactly what they doing because I set them up to do what they doing to tell on.
Exactly. That was it. Yep. That shit was
That is wild as hell.
Bro.
The nigga
I
was
got
like,
that.
I got busted on something, so I set these other niggas up to get that charge reducted. I was like, that's a cold nigga right. That nigga's cold.
Hey, that's what it is, bro. I tell niggas that you're not gonna survive doing nothing major like that. It ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, that makes sense though. That's doing too much for a year.
Yeah, it's too, bro. It's too many niggas in jail trying to get out, on the streets trying to stay out. Scary that don't want to go. They gon' tell.
Clubhouse TV. Clubhouse TV. Clubhouse TV.
What's going down, YouTube? You know who it is, Clubhouse TV, man. And y'all heard the content. Wack had to speak on this one. He had a lot to say. And we heard Young Thug taking a shot at Gunna, straight up saying nobody wanted to hear that shit. After Gunna released his the last one album, and that's supposed to be his last album on YSL. So, if you know the streets, you know that's a double jab. He ain't just talking music, he talking respect, credibility, and that whole snitching cloud that's been hanging over Gunna's head. But of course, Wack keeps it real. This right here is deeper than just music sales or streams. Thug is basically saying Gunna's new project don't even matter. It's void in the streets, and the people who still rock with him ain't part of that YSL core. But here's the twist. Wack points out that Thug himself hasn't dropped a post-release album yet. And why? According to the talk on the blocks, and the way Wack breaks it down, Thug might be hesitant, even scared. Scared of the competition in the charts, and scared of how that album's gonna be received if Gunna is still out here winning musically and Thug takes a L. Now remember, Gunna just had a successful run with the last drop. Whether the streets liked it or not, the numbers didn't lie. And that success puts pressure on Thug. Wack says it's like this. If Thug drops and his numbers don't move like Gunna's, or if the streets don't rock with the energy, that's a bad look for a man trying to reclaim his spot after all that legal smoke. But Wack's whole point, Thug's diss is emotional. It's coming from a place of feeling like Gunna's presence is still overshadowing him, even with all the rat allegations. And you gotta admit, that's a wild dynamic. Two former brothers in the game now throwing subliminals and fighting for the narrative in the hip-hop spot. It's also a reminder of how different the street perception versus industry perception can be. Industry gonna push whoever's making the hits, but the streets gonna keep receipts on paperwork, loyalty, and who stood tall. Wack breaks it down like you can't erase the past, but you can sure make moves in the present that show where you stand. So in Wack's eyes, this ain't just a diss, it's chess. Thug's trying to check Gunna's momentum without even dropping his own album yet. But that same move got folks wondering if Thug's hesitant to step back in the arena fully. One thing's for sure, this YSL Civil War ain't over, and the music is just a soundtrack to the politics behind the scenes. It's Clubhouse TV, y'all. We here for the real conversations. Tap in and drop your thoughts. Who's really winning this battle? The one with the hot album now, or the ones waiting in the shadows? Let me know what you think about the content in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you're always notified when I drop new content. Subscribe to the media team so you get that exclusive Wack 100 content. Any questions, suggestions, need me to advertise for you on my channel with over 44,000 subscribers, just get at me on IG and I'll get right back to you. As always, we certainly appreciate you checking out Clubhouse TV, and I'm off to the next one. I'll see y'all there. I'm out, y'all. Peace.